Western Dawn for the violas. Got my nice little 16.5-inch viola here. So your piece is very, very similar to what the second violin has. So you can listen over to them and it'll help out because that's that nice interior voice. First off, we're in the key of G major. So your G major scale. If you are doing anything up above an E, which in this piece you won't be, you would have to shift. And then on the C string, if you have anything on the C string, you've got to watch out. We got F sharps in the key of G major. So you get C, D, E, F sharp, and then finally G. Okay, so you got to get that high 3. Stretch that third finger out there. On the G string, it's normal. On the D string, it's normal. On the A string, it is low 2. Okay, so make sure that you've got that low 2 happening on the A string. All right, starting off at the beginning, measure 1 through 9, express evo, nice and legato sounding, starting on your G string. Let's see here. So beautiful slurring with a nice crescendo, starting off nice and soft. The big thing is, you do not enter till beat 2. So you've got to be thinking 2, 3, 4, rest. Okay, so you've got to check that rest in there. If you enter early, it is going to destroy all of the harmonies. Same thing with the violin 2 and everyone else. The only people that play on beat 1 are violin 1s in this piece. Okay? Measure 5, we've crescendoed, so gotten louder. We're now in a forte. Decrescendoing down, measure 8, we have double stop, D and G. So that's what that bracket means. You just have to take, you've got D string, rotate over, so you're hitting both. And nice and full sound, but it is decrescendoing, so. We might have to talk about bowings here a little bit because when we get to measure 10, we are crescendoing into measure 10. We've got to have a down bow on measure 10. Okay, double stops again. The rhythm for this, 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and 3 and 4. We got to check a couple of those bowings. This is light, this is playful, so we can't stay all the time on string. It gets too crunchy. We don't want crunch, we want bounce. Right there, 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. Okay, and then again, double stops like I said. Hook bows all over the place, but double check because not every one of them is going to be hooked as we go through this piece. 15, 16, pretty much the same thing. But we get a B there instead of the G. Once we get to 18, D's and G's. Again, it's just a counting nightmare there, starting in 21, 22. We'll go over it. It is part of the packet that we will be utilizing in class. So just counting 4 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and. So we start in 21. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a. Okay, it's all of that 16th note. nice and slow in class. Measure 26, back to espressivo, nice and long, legato sounds. And then right here, we got to hear that G to F sharp. And again, nice and long notes. Crescendo up, so nice growth through there in measure 35. And then we get to 36. Again, another rhythmic fun part. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can't stay on string for this. That's what it should sound like. If you're not doing this right, it's going to sound. And that's me staying on the string. Lift off. 40, 2, 3, 4. And it just keeps going with this double stop quarter note stuff. In measure 48, again, this is optional half tremolo. We'll look at it in class. We'll listen, see how things are going. But G, and also we have a forte piano, F, P, right there in 48. That means you hit it loud and then go right down the piano. Start at forte, drop straight down. And then crescendo back up. Measure 50, very similar to what we had at the beginning. Right here, 53, F natural, low 2. And it's a weird little line that happens here. This is a counter to kind of what's going on in the high violins. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and a 1. The anda, or the 2/16 notes in measure 53, are leading us into the next section. So if we start in measure 52, 1 and a 2. Rest. Another forte piano, and we've got this time signature change going from 2/4 to 4/4. Okay, so we got to make sure that we're counting and paying really good attention. Measure 60, forte piano, and with a crescendo. Then we get maestoso. Maestoso meaning slower, more majestic sounding. So nice legato sound. '65, we had G and D in 64 double stop. Now we have D and A, but the A is on our G string. So we gotta get our first finger on G and lift up so that there's space so I can play D string underneath it with a forte piano crescendo. Oh, sorry, no, that's the measure before. So 65, D and A. And then we get measure 66, very similar to what we had at the beginning. 68, forte piano, 2, 3, and we have to lift, reset at the frog, 40 and a 1. Again, very similar to what's going on in the violin too. If pretty much the same notes and rhythms, there's only a couple of sections where the part divides. So just really pay attention to what's going on. Lock in with them. It'll help. And check your articulations. We have got to get lighter sounds coming out of our instrument, and we also have to have a ton of volume coming out of our instrument as well. This is not a piece to be wimpy violas. So let it ring out. If you have any questions, let me know, and good luck.